Officer Gonzalez, why are you making this documentary today?
Well, it was my original intent to show people the life of a hard-working police officer, but over the course of this documentary, some certain things have caused me to reconsider my opinions, and this documentary should give great insight into just the kind of experiences that I have as a hard-working police officer in New York City.
Shit, now I'm gonna be late for class.
Ma'am, are you aware of why I pulled you over?
Why, officer?
Well, why don't you come take a look at this?
Oh my god! She jumped right in front of me, though.
Ma'am,
These people on
this is
bicycles,
absolutely
they just
inappropriate.
drive right in front of you.
Oh, they drive right in front of you?
Yes, yes.
Ma'am, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to take you in for something like
This is ridiculous.
Ridiculous?
It's not
What?
my fault. I have the right of way. If she's just gonna ride her bicycle right in front of me, there's nothing I can do.
Ma'am, I will not tolerate any of this. You will silence yourself right now, and I'll take you into the office.
This is unbelievable.
Ma'am, I'm sorry. You know, would you mind getting back in your car and we're gonna drive back together after the EMS comes? Just take a breather. You know, have a smoke if you need one, but we're gonna have to figure this out as it goes.
Officer Gonzalez, was there any specific event that changed the direction of the documentary?
Yes, there have been significant events that have changed my approach to policing in general, actually. I was raised in rural Alabama, and so, you know, when I go into the police department in Alabama, certain things, you know, I see little things like domestic abuse or car accidents. But truthfully, until I had come to New York, I really hadn't seen anything that had really changed my outlook on the world or even policing in general. And just recently, this poor girl got hit by a car on 49th, and you know, you'd be surprised how much of an impact that left on me. I did not know this woman. This poor woman must have been a teenager. And, you know, the general consensus of bicyclists is that, pardon my French, but they're kind of asses. And, you know, this poor girl, she didn't do nothing to deserve what happened to her. She's riding her bike, and, you know, one thing led to another. Next thing you know, poor girl ain't with us no more.
My name is Officer Krupke.
All right, Mr. Officer Krupke. Would you mind telling me what it's like being a cyclist here on around New York?
It's terrifying.
It's terrifying.
Yeah, the only reason I do it is because somebody blew up my car.
Now, how did somebody blow up your car?
I'm not exactly sure. All I know is when I came out in the morning, all that was left was a puff of smoke and four wheels.
Very well. Are you aware that there's been a bunch of like cyclists killed around here because of
I was nearly killed yesterday.
Would you mind describing that to me, sir?
There I was, minding my business, riding up Fifth Avenue. Okay, so I was in the center lane, but I was going just as fast as the rest of the cars. And I came to a stoplight. I stopped, I put my feet down, and then when the light turned green, I jumped on my pedals, and a bicycle accelerates much more quickly than a car. And so I got ahead of the pack, and I was moving the curb when a taxi tried to run me down. He hit my back wheel and sent me up over the curb, and I landed in the fountain.
Now, you are aware that as a cyclist you have to follow the same laws as a car, sir, correct?
Yeah, but it seems like it's only fair. You know, I'm small and light. I should be able to bend the rules a little bit, shouldn't I?
Perhaps in your point of view, sir, but as a driver you have to take into consideration that it is dangerous for us as well to avoid bicyclists.
It's a 3,000-pound car, and you know, my bike weighs all about 110 pounds. I mean, you know, it's not a fair fight. I should be able to bend the rules a little bit.
Perhaps come Thanksgiving you should stock up on your pecan pie.
To beef me up, you're saying?
To beef you up, sir.
It's still not a fair fight.
It is still not a fair fight, but we are doing our best here to make it safe for you, and I just want you to have a good cycle and keep you safe on the road, alright?
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So, why are bicyclists asses?
Oh, well, I mean, I guess it's just there's no courtesy in bicyclists in New York City. You know, you see people weaving in and out of you, and they feel like they can run red lights. Like, there's nothing I can do. They just really don't have respect for people on the road, and they feel like because they're on a bicycle, they have the same exceptions as pedestrians, but actually protected by the law. A bicyclist is, you know, he's a moving vehicle, so he has to follow the same rules as a car does.